she's old enough. So he looked at me and he goes, okay, but if anything happens to her, it's on you.
Yeah, can you imagine the pressure?
Make a wish.
I went up to her and I said, oh, okay, you can go out with your, yeah, she hugged me. And I said, but, I says, boy, oh boy. I says, my father will kill me if you mess up. I says, don't you put yourself in a position where you might mess up. I said, that's
$40.
very important. I said, you don't understand my father's
What is
ways.
a lot to
I
forgive?
do.
Too much.
I said, so
What is a
make
lot to
sure
forgive?
that you keep
Very
yourself
I was gonna say.
respectful. And I
Very
said,
nice.
boy, don't you know.
$100
That's
is
very
rare.
generous.
Thank you, Monica.
I believe she did.
That was
I believe
too
she did.
out there.
Let me
And
have the bag back there.
Yeah, I did. Um,
and with
well,
Alyssa,
I know you guys.
I'm
play
going to say
Fortnite.
something that's none of my business.
I used to play
But I'm going to
Fortnite
say it
when I
anyway
was
because you're my sister in Christ.
Why'd you lose it?
The thing that is
That's what.
Then I have my other phone.
a very, very important thing
Let me have
to
your card,
realize
Mijo. I'll
is
put it
that,
with your, the
that,
bag of cards that you
when
have.
guys and girls
Okay.
are
Right
together,
here.
there's
Look,
nothing
look,
more
Mijo.
profound than a desire to get with
Yeah,
each other.
yeah.
Okay.
But when you understand what you
Oh,
do
no, I don't think
to,
I
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a
Alright.
word. What is
Adri, do you want another
Oh,
water?
all right.
But my sister Alyssa.
what's the word that describes when you do something
Yeah.
for God that's a sacrifice?
Okay.
Xbox too.
That is the key,
Oh.
I think,
You
to
mean-
a good
oh,
Christian
But
development.
you guys said you have one.
Is, and I know you know this, but I'm going to say it anyway because
Oh,
this is
okay,
the approach. I think that maybe if
Yeah,
you
like,
ever
I
get
thought- I
into
thought I'd
a
seen
real
2 Xboxes
conversation
in the
where
living
you're
room
both
and your
together
guys'
on
room.
listening to each other,
Oh,
sacrifice
and-
is the key to a good Christian relationship.
She has a Twitch, right?
You don't do something you really
Alyssa?
want to do.
Like the pepperoni pizza.
Lead us
Oh.
not into
Like the
temptation,
right.
but deliver us from evil.
I know. I saw on
And-
Instagram
and,
saying that.
That would be.
I saw on
the
Instagram a
only
long time ago
approach
that you can follow her on
be
Twitch.
successful at, because I
And the
know,
one I really like is
I know for sure in my heart that she believes in God
okay.
and she loves God. And
So
she's
that's a
committed
game
to
you
God.
should
So
not be.
I think
looking at.
that would be about
No, it's just a game.
the best approach you could find is to do this for him, you know. But anyway,
Yeah, no,
You
that,
know
that
what
is
to
true. Yeah, that's read the Bible. I have some devotionals that I read. But some,
she gave me the phone number.
because he wanted to
I
play
called her
And,
up.
for the newest
She was
DLC.
so
can buy
happy that I
whatever I
called
want.
her. And I said,
Yeah.
This is like Thought Images.
I understand you're sick,
Yeah.
honey.
How much do you
there's a
have? She says,
campaign
yes, I
on my
am.
own game called Take
I have
Six.
lupus. It's not. I don't know what you know. I said I don't know anything. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, okay.
So it's
Yeah,
not
right,
curable.
go your way.
But sometimes you can go a long ways.
Have
I've
you
gone
ever
a long
done
ways.
the
It's just like,
donations online before?
Yeah,
To be
I've done
honest-
the
Oh,
official
okay.
movie of it.
I'm in my
Like,
the ending days.
get out
So I
the
said I won't be around much longer. And I said, okay, so there's no chance that you're coming back. Is that what you're telling me? And she says, no,
Yeah,
you bought
it's like that
it.
helmet. It's like from.
They told you that I
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
coming back. You still called
Me
me.
too.
Yes, I says
I
I
watched
have to see for
watched the
myself.
movie.
So she says, well,
What do you guys?
I
watch
think
on
that's
TV?
so wonderful. I live in the mountains, and they're taking me into town tomorrow. I want to come and meet you. And I said, well, welcome. You're always welcome. So she showed up the next day. Beautiful young lady. She
I'm like so hyped.
didn't look like she was dying to me.
Yeah.
So we talked and talked, and she told me how
Oh, okay.
she can't,
Oh,
she has no strength to even dust anything.
Xbox One and
Pobrecita.
Xbox 360.
So-
Do you have Xbox Live?
I get
No,
emotional.
I don't. But the only
Yeah,
thing I'm
that's-
trying to
yeah,
do is
I
that.
said, well, listen.
What I like to do, I no
Thank you for
longer
coming
use
by.
DVDs
You're very
anymore,
nice.
because now I can buy
And she
movies
said,
on
oh,
this.
I just couldn't believe that you would still call, bother to call with what you knew. And then I said, I said, do you believe in the power of prayer? And she said,
Oh, okay,
Nice,
okay.
nice, cool.
I don't really know what you mean by that. And I said, do you believe in God?
Thank you.
DTV game.
I guess so.
Oh, okay.
I said, oh. Do you believe in the power of prayer? Do you believe that God can heal you?
Nice, nice.
I don't know. She says, I don't know about stuff like that. I grew up, you're talking about like religion stuff?
What character are you
And I
on
said,
Roblox?
yeah.
Uh,
And then she says,
I'm just a girl.
I don't know, Mr. Ponce. I never dealt with stuff like that. And I says, oh, well, I says, I do.
Then,
You're gonna
I
scare
play,
her to death. I says, do you mind if I pray for you?
myself with the
And he says, no, go ahead. So I closed the door because I didn't want to get fired. So I said to her, I have to counsel you a little bit before I pray for you, okay? I said, when you talk about God, I said, you never can assume you know anything. I said, we have the Bible, we have people, we have direction.
Oh, I had no idea you had to.
But you really don't know why he does what he
who,
does.
who
And
controls
when it
your
comes to
account?
healing, sometimes he heals somebody immediately. Sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes it takes a while
Okay,
and
all
then
right.
heal somebody. Sometimes he doesn't heal you at all.
Sometimes,
And I said, but we don't know why. I said, but your job is to
Nice,
believe.
nice.
I said, you have to take a position that
sometimes I do
you
that
have accepted
because
and you,
I'm really good at it.
That's
you know,
good. That's good.
I don't know why it's so emotional. I never get that way.
Talking about video
So
games.
she says,
Yeah.
okay,
Okay, cool.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, you're recording.
She
Wow.
says, I will do that.
Oh,
I said, can you commit yourself? I said, yeah. Okay.
I'm walking
So
on my
I got behind her and I put my hands on her shoulders and I started to pray.
yeah.
We prayed and prayed and believe it or not, Maricruz, the prayer took me over. I didn't know what was coming out of my mouth. And all of a sudden she started shaking.
Oh, yeah.
She got all upset and
That's how he's
crying.
been
So
watching,
I
like,
ended it.
What, Winter
And I
Soldier?
said,
Yeah.
are you okay? And she says, yeah. I said, just don't stop believing. She says, okay. And she left.
The Holy Spirit
She
touched her,
woke
right?
up the next morning and she
Oh,
was
okay,
healed.
all right.
And she knew it.
Yeah, sometimes I take breaks
Absolutely,
from watching
profoundly
movies too,
healed.
just to,
And she knew it.
you know.
And she says, I wanted to call you, but I couldn't. And she said, because
Yeah.
I was
you have to
afraid
play
that
some
I
games
would
or
wake up
to
the next
relax.
day and it would be back. She says, I couldn't
Like,
call you. I just
pick
wanted
the
to
right
call
day
you.
and time to
So
watch a
I
movie.
said, well,
So, because
how are you now?
I get
She
real
says,
busy a
I
lot.
got a
so,
doctor opinion. I don't have anything. I don't have
yeah.
lupus. I'm not dying. I'm strong as a bull. I'm coming back to work.
You
You don't love games.
say you play GTA and all
She
that.
was healed.
Yeah.
She came back to
I
work.
can't believe,
Yeah, she's,
dude.
My brother
you know,
Jacob
I never
plays
seen her.
That's
And then after a while, boom, 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 she's knocking on the door. and
Guys,
says,
Yeah.
can I talk to you?
Have
And I
you-
says,
you
yeah,
watch,
anytime you
Cobra Kai?
want, honey, you can talk to me. And then she comes in and she goes, well,
I watched a little bit.
what now? Where do I go now? And I
well,
said,
it pulled up
first of all,
a teaser
know
first,
this.
But
You come to me
As
for
sad news.
advice. I says, but know something
the
important.
one who
Make a
plays
distinction
Scotty
between
Lawrence's stepdad
What I'm
has passed
saying
away
and
today.
you and your relationship with God has nothing to do with me. It is between you and God.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Was like on a
I
TV.
said, but if I was going to be asked,
Oh, okay.
do you read the Bible? And she said, no. I said, that might be a place to start. I says, if you do decide that that's what you want to do, start with the New Testament. I said, start with John, the New Testament. And then I says, and
Yeah.
do you go to any church?
And I
No,
said it.
Have you
he
ever
was,
gone to a church?
91 years old.
Yeah.
not really.
You play
I
Roblox?
says,
I don't know. Nothing
it's
said
between
that.
you and God. I said, but
Then we get like really
it's up to you. You have to decide if you want to go.
I was
She
gonna ask how
says,
you.
you're telling me I should go, huh? I said, no. No, because it has nothing to do with me. And she says,
My mom just mentioned.
okay, I get it. I get it. I'll do that. So she started going to
You
church.
have the-
She came back later and said, can I come in?
You
I
have
said,
Game Pass?
come on in.
Oh, no.
I'm going to a
Yeah, we got Game
church.
Pass.
And time went by,
You don't
and then one day she knocked on the door. Can I come in?
Well,
I
Game
said,
Pass.
come on in. I said, honey, you can always come in. You can always come.
Well, right now
Pásame
on
uno
my
de esos, por
Xbox,
favor.
I have certain games. but
So I
not
said,
certain.
But
what's that? She says,
like
Yeah, but that's something
doing
else.
something when he was younger.
I met a guy.
At my
I
grandparents'
said, what?
back like years ago.
She said, I met a guy.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like, we're going out, you understand?
Like
I said,
down
oh,
and how they
good.
look like when they're
And she
young.
goes, oh man, it's really fantastic. Because I haven't gone to that church. You know, and I says, well, good. She said, I didn't know who else to tell.
Oh.
So,
Oh, that's
time went by.
I got my own opinions on there.
Months went by.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I knock on the door.
I do, but I don't really use
And
it.
Mr. Ponce?
I only did it to follow my friends.
Yeah.
I know you don't like it when I say I don't want to bother you.
All he does
I'm
is,
sorry
like,
to bother you,
just
but
records videos.
I want you to meet somebody. And then, I met her boyfriend.
Oh.
And then he walked in and I said, well,
following
how wonderful. You know, and so she says, we're getting married.
Oh yeah.
I said, how are you? That was fast. And I said, she says, we want you to marry us. And I said, what? Honey, I'm high school principal. I said, I'm not anything else. I said, so I cannot marry you. I said, but you can go to your church minister, your pastor, or something. Ask him about it.
Yeah,
He
I
will
don't really
give
care how
it
many
to you.
followers I get.
And so she, eventually she got married.
No.
But anyway, I left
have
that
like
school
50,
for
almost 60.
You do?
La Mirada High School later on. But never saw her then. I don't know whatever happened. Makes me want to go find out.
Aw.
But anyway,
Yeah.
Yes,
the reason I tell you
because I was.
is
it was on the
the
old. It was on the
fleeting
older
thought
phone.
that happened
What
as
grades
we were
are you
talking
guys in? What
was
grades are
that you have no responsibility
Third-
for what
third
she
grade?
does.
First
You have
grade, and
responsibility
you're
for
sixth.
guidance,
Sixth grade over there.
and you've done that.
Do you like your teachers?
Now, and then,
Oh.
if you're talking to somebody who was disabled mentally,
Oh,
okay,
you like
then you
her.
have more responsibility. But
That's good.
she's a brilliant girl.
How
She
old are
knows
you?
God, and she knows.
Now I'm 6.
So
And you
she's. I think.
Oh yeah, I played on that.
We see
Yeah.
things
It's really
you know,
awesome.
in a very small way.
No, I'm not good at it.
I was
I
good at it.
believed
And I'm not
at one time that I was sent to that
I
school
got killed.
to help
Oh, yeah.
that school become a better school. That it was my job to do that.
Sometimes it's hard.
But now
Yeah, I know.
that I've been
Sometimes I
gone
get
for
really
many
mad and
years,
frustrated because
I don't think it was for that
in
at all.
multiplayer.
I think I was sent to that school
Oh
to bring the Lord to the
no!
God
it's
used
not.
you.
You
Had
did.
nothing to do with me.
No.
I just set it down on the ground.
Seven.
If I want to,
I've been telling her about the girl at Duarte. I've been crying all the way through.
You know Deb left Gina, huh?
How's Gina doing?
She's doing okay.
She's doing wonderful.
She's doing well. She's
Ah,
teaching
okay.
over East Whittier.
I asked her.
No.
She's teaching over there.
She's
She
a
loves
wonderful
teaching.
teacher. You know that she got a
Teacher of the
teacher.
year.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, you knew
Can I
that.
tell them what you did?
No.
What?
Yeah,
Well, I
teacher of
mean,
the year a
What you
year
did a few
ago.
years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
No,
sometimes
no, I'm not gonna say that.
God works in different ways, and
So
if it
a
was,
few years
A lawyer, I
back,
wanna
he
be a
threw his
lawyer.
headset down on the floor.
She took the
I
exam,
was like-
the law exam. She
was so-
passed
it was
it, got
so-
accepted to a law
Yeah,
school.
I actually.
She started going to law school. Remember?
Yeah.
And then she got pregnant, right?
Yeah.
And so she
Yeah, I haven't
gave
played
birth
that
to
in a very
one,
long time.
and then she
I-
decided, you know what,
deleted
I'm
my
gonna,
account
I'm
a long
gonna
time ago
raise
because,
all my children before I go back to work. And she did, and then she became a teacher instead of a lawyer.
I've been
Change your
on
mind.
it now.
She loves teaching. She loves
yeah, I can tell. I can tell that she loves teaching.
You have to. It looks like right on.
Well, I'm glad she's doing
Yeah.
okay. How are her kids doing?
Hey, would
They're
it
doing
change that?
okay. Yeah, Rachel works for a company and she's like the boss or something, and she's doing
That's good.
very well financially.
I saw, what's her other daughter's name?
Gavin, I really
That's
want to.
Rachel, and then Rebecca.
Rebecca,
And then Brandon.
Disneyland.
Yeah,
I,
Rebecca works at Disneyland, and she goes
I
to
don't know.
college.
we saw her at, she was at the Indiana Jones ride, like
Yes,
2-3 weeks
yes,
ago.
yes.
But she didn't recognize us, and I didn't recognize her. I was just going, so I was sitting, and Alyssa, we were leaving, and Alyssa was like, "Mom, there's Rebecca."
Oh, okay.
And I'm like,
Are you talking about
which
that-
Rebecca? And
that
she's
red
like,
roller
Gina's
coaster?
daughter. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't see her.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
she didn't see us either.
And she's back, I think she's back where she originally
okay.
likes to work
Uh,
over
where-
at that, the river
is it in
thing. One of the
Disneyland?
river
Oh,
rides.
okay.
Oh, I know that road.
Jungle Ride.
Jungle.
Oh.
Yeah, it was not in Indiana
I know
Jones.
that.
Sorry, it
That's,
was Jungle Cruise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jungle
on
Cruise.
that one.
That's
We saw her on
No,
that one.
But they
that's
did have
Paradise
her
Pier.
someplace else, and she didn't like it because it was
Okay.
Yeah.
super hot.
Hey,
I mean,
babe.
it's hot anyway.
Yeah.
Would you do me a favor and give me a small glass of lactate
Yeah.
milk?
Basically, there's
You
Disneyland
want
here.
something to drink?
No, I'm
and
gonna grab a
Walt Disney World,
water.
which is in Florida.
Thank
Okay.
you, thank you.
Seems like I was gonna ask you, what about you? What are you doing now?
I'm still doing makeup and hair at my place at my studio. I've been doing hair.
Okay, you have customers that are coming in?
Yeah, not often. I do it only by appointment. Like I got one. Thank you. I do it by appointment only. Hairstyles. I do eyebrows. I do like highlights and all that stuff.
Yeah, there is.
But it's a lot of work. Like to do highlights, it's a lot of time too. And it's
Okay.
been standing up for 6 hours,
She's
5, 6
doing
hours.
some of that, the hair and